Yo, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we have the highly requested Pro Mortis guide, and before we get into it, I just wanted to say that I'm not the most insane Mortis and crazy Mortis, but I'm still a very decent Mortis and can definitely give you guys some really good tips. So let's get straight into the guide. Okay, so we're going to be starting off with some more basic tips and moving into some more advanced tips by the end of the video. So just starting off with Mortis' attack, it's very unique. It's movement with the actual attack, which is the only brawler in Brawl Stars that actually have this. So you can use this in two ways, either to dodge and move with Mortis, or you can actually use it to just attack your enemy and deal 1260 damage, which is quite on the low side of damage for attacks in the game. Most of the time though, you don't want to use it to dodge and kind of get close to your enemies. The super does 1260 damage as well, but it actually basically gives you your enemy's health. So every time you hit an enemy, it's going to give you 1260 health back to you from the enemy. So it's also going to deal the damage to them as well. So if you hit 3 enemies with it, then it's going to deal a total of like over 3600 damage and also give you 3600 health back or over that. But still, it's going to give you a lot of health back. So you're going to want to hit as many enemies as possible with this super. So I definitely recommend manually aiming it and trying to just hit as many enemies as possible with it, because it's going to give you much more value. The same thing with Mortis' attack, definitely going to want to be manually aiming it, because it's very important that you dash in the correct ways, and when you're just nowhere near an enemy, you're going to want to have to just use your manual aim, because otherwise I have no idea where it goes. It's going to be pretty much random because there's no enemies around you. So definitely make sure you're manually aiming with Mortis. Mortis' gadget is called Combo Spinner. It does 1300 damage in a circular radius of Mortis. You can actually use it whilst moving. They literally just change that, but I'd recommend using it on more than one person to try and get the maximum value. You can also use it as well to finish off people. That's mainly what I use this gadget for. The best star power for Mortis by far is going to be Cold Snake. Cold Snake increases the range of your first dash by 75% and takes 3.5 seconds to charge up once all your 3 shots are already ready. You're basically going to want to use this to get closer to your enemies, and since it's such a increase of range, you can basically be further away and then dash into your enemies. So it's definitely really helpful in just getting close to your enemies and therefore being able to kill them. Okay, so now I'm going to be going through all the maps and modes and be telling you like exactly what modes and maps you should be playing Mortis on. So Hard Rock, that's really good for Mortis. Death Cap Cave, really good for Mortis. Bouncing Dino, really good for Mortis, and also Minecart, one of Mortis' best maps as well. Showdown, not really too sure about, but Mortis is decent in Showdown. Heist, never play Mortis in Heist, just don't do it, okay? Bounty, again, this is probably Mortis' best mode, but there's only a few maps where you want to play Mortis still. So Canal Grande, one of Mortis' best maps. Again, Layered Cake, probably Mortis' best map in the game. Again, Deep Danger, a decent map for Mortis. Looks like Landahoy, again, another very good map for Mortis. And I think these maps as well, yeah, they're all pretty good for Mortis. So that's going to be it for the Bounty there. So Mortis is very good in Bounty. Now moving into Brawl Ball. Don't play Mortis in Brawl Ball because you just get randoms that are just playing Mortis. Just don't do it. It's not very good. Mortis is not very good in Brawl Ball. Again, Siege, very bad for Mortis. So don't play Mortis in Siege. Again, Hot Zone, Mortis is bad in Hot Zone as well, so don't play Mortis here as well. Okay, so moving into what's going to be the best matchups for you then to take as Mortis. So ideally you'd have really low health and also really low damage brawlers that you're going to be dashing on. So that includes pretty much Froze is going to be the best matchup for you, but there's also a lot of other brawlers that are really good that people often forget that Mortis is good against. So some examples are going to be like Piper, because you can just dash onto a Piper. Piper has awful damage at close range, and yeah, you can just start to melt the Piper. Also, brawlers like Poco and Sandy that have very low damage, as well as most long-range brawlers like, for example, Penny and Brock, and these kind of brawlers that don't have insane damage, you can also dash onto them. They're going to be pretty decent matchups as well. So the worst matchups now are going to be those with extremely high health and extremely high damage, like the tanks, and also some other brawlers like, I guess, Pam, because Pam has quite high damage and also very high health. So those kind of brawlers with high burst damage and also high health are going to be really bad. Spike is one of those matchups where it's not the best, because Spike can absolutely melt you and do a ton of damage if you dash on her. So Spike isn't really the best matchup, but if you can get your bats off and then get some quick shots off, you can definitely take Spike out. You just have to be a little bit careful and definitely kind of make sure Spike doesn't have that much ammo, because otherwise Spike can melt you if you are not careful. But that is going to be it for the matchups. Now let's move into the next part of the video. Okay, so this next part of the video is going to be very important. It's probably the most important thing I'm going to tell you in the entire video, so make sure to listen carefully. So starting off with patience then. So with Mortis, you need a lot of patience. You need to know exactly when to go in, exactly when to stay back and hold your ground. And this is actually one of the most important things in Brawl Stars in general, but with Mortis it's particularly important just because of the way Mortis is and the way Mortis's brawler actually works. You're going to want to just hold your position a lot of the time and just hold your pressure, and every time you're going to be sitting behind a wall, that basically means that a brawler can't push up then and attack your teammates. So like holding the wall and holding your positioning, it's gonna be very, very important sometimes, and I can't teach you exactly like every single situation to do this in. You're just gonna have to learn it by playing Mortis a lot, but most of the time you're just gonna wanna like choose to just hold your presence and hold that pressure above going in and trying to get a team wipe and probably dying, because you staying alive on the map is so much more important than anything else, and you just holding that presence and just being there, even if it's just standing behind a wall, that basically means that people can't push up through that wall, and if they do, you can take them out very easily. So they're gonna have to go to like another part of the map, and then potentially it's gonna make it a lot easier for your team to hit shots. So just holding pressure and like having the presence on the map is going to be a lot more important than going in and trying to get kills most of the time. But obviously there's still some situations you should go in and get kills, but you're going to have to wait for the right times, and honestly you're just going to have to learn this for yourself by playing Mortis a lot of times, because I can't really teach you every situation that you need to go in and stay back, because that'd just be way too long for a video. But I hope you guys understand this anyway. If you have any questions about this kind of concept, then definitely leave them down below in the comments. Okay, so that concept is very, very difficult to explain, but it's a lot easier to actually show you in game, and we have a perfect matchup here against Tick, which we can just pressure so much right now. And looks like we did actually get a bad mine cart here, so we're gonna just be dodging these shots here. Even just doing this, like we're pretty much holding our lane, so it means that he's not focusing on another lane. We did get a bad mine cart, so we are going to be looking to push up now. Again, we're just going to go straight on this Tick here. We don't need to have any shots because Tick doesn't do any damage, so we can just dodge these shots very easily right now. We're going to push up here because you see the minecart was like kind of trapping us off there. Going to get some nice shots. So we are going to decide to take this guy out right now and pick up these gems because it is a Tick respawning here. We know we can dash away. We don't really want gems anyway, but yeah, maybe a slight misplay from us. Tick does have super now, so this might be a little bit difficult right now, but we'll have to see anyway. Hopefully my teammates can take it out. Gonna decide to go on the spike here, even though a spike isn't the best matchup. Just gonna dash over here. Using that long dash, we can get a nice super on the Gene here. We did actually miss that. We can just dash in there, get that. We're one shot of super right now, so it's definitely okay for us. Just gonna dash back here. Again, trying to stay alive instead of going in there. Really, really good pull from our Gene, and that should be game right now. We do have enough gems. Just gonna take out the Tick. Again, a pretty easy matchup for us, so we definitely did a decent job just holding him back and pressuring the whole team back, because once you have them on the back foot, yeah, they will have to kind of come back. So we had to take him out. So a nice little game there to show you guys what I meant. But yeah, let's jump into another live game. Okay, so we're going to be moving into a live game here, and hopefully I can show you exactly what I mean, because it's very, very difficult to explain. And this is actually a really good matchup to show you because it's a really, really tough matchup. So Poco double tank here. Rose is a bad matchup. BB's a pretty difficult matchup for me. So what I'm going to be doing is, instead of focusing on my lane, going to be focusing on the mid. But right now I can actually just take out that BB because it was low. But mainly I'm going to be focusing on this Poco because it is my best matchup right here in their comp. Looks like my teammates actually doing a good job here. We're just going to be trying to hold this pressure here. We're going to have to dash past him. We did actually miss that right then. We are going to get super and we can actually take him out. So we're going to again just keep pressure on this Poco. We do need to get back here. So just going to dash back to avoid that last shot. Then we are one shot of super here. So that means we can go in on this Poco when we get a chance. This BB continues to push us. Makes it a little bit difficult for us. But again, just manually aiming that super, trying to hit as many people. We're going to go down here probably. Looks like we can actually get a really nice super then. I think we're probably going to go down here. We almost supered, but yeah, it doesn't really matter that we didn't. So you can see just staying alive then, causing them a lot of pressure, and just being annoying in general is just really, really good with Mortis. Looks like Gene's actually going to miss pull. I have no idea where they are right now. We're just trying to hit as many people with that super as possible. We got hit by the bubble twice. Otherwise, we would have got that super off there. And that's definitely really annoying. It's kind of hard to show you this comp about pressure and stuff because they do actually have a really high damage comp. So, like, if I'm just going to hold, then they can normally just kill me anyway. It looks like we can actually take out the Poco. Then we are going to dash back to our Gene there. But now the Rosa has the gems. This is very, very good for us because it basically means that Rosa cannot be as aggressive as she wants. So it's just good for us. Hopefully we can take out this BB, which we can. Poco has heal here. We have to be careful. No way we'll ever kill this Rosa dashing on. We just don't have enough damage right now. But we can kill the poker and the BB, so that is what we're going to try and focus on matchups on. Looks like he does miss pull here. Again, we're just going to dash right onto this on the poker. We do get pushed back by the Mortis here. It's very difficult for us to do much here. Let's try and trap them off. If we can kill him, maybe we can do something here. We're going to hit him right now. Looks like my teammates are having a tough time. They do manage to take him out, so maybe we can actually get a reset here. Let's see. I think we can probably get a reset if they only have 10. So nice kill from my team then. This is such a close game. Wow. Okay, he's actually going to hit a pull on him. You never want to pull a Rosa there. That's a poor decision from him because you never want to pull a Rosa, let alone when the poker actually had heal. So that was a really bad pull. Although we could have got super and maybe chained it. That's really annoying. Let's see if we can squad wipe them, because if we can't, then it's going to be GG's here, I'm afraid. We can actually chain our super, and again, we got 3 supers right then, but wow, wow, we do not manage to take him out, and that's going to be it for that game. Okay, guys, that's going to be it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. We did actually end up losing that last game, but it was so close, I had to put it in there. We chained 3 supers at the end, and it was definitely a lot of fun against a really, really tough matchup, but I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, let me know down below. If you take one thing away from this video, take the you need to have pressure and presence with Mortis, and that basically means just being as annoying as you can and not focusing on kills. So if you have any questions, as I said, let me know down below. But apart from that, thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.